Here's how to set up your automation queue. On your left-hand menu, click Automation Queue. This will take you to your automation queue area. First, I'll give you an overview of this page. Here you will see the account time zone. Keep in mind that the automations will run based on the account time zone, not on the time zone of the computer. In the attention area, here are a few tips that I would recommend reading before you set up the automation queue. To the right, you can see currently logged in social profiles. These are profiles that were logged in on this account when your extension was installed. Now scrolling down, here are your pipelines with stage automations. If you want to disable all automations scheduled at once, you can disable all by clicking this button here. So here are the names of the pipelines that have stage automations. If you click the arrow here, it actually will take you to that pipeline. So let's go ahead and expand one of the pipelines here. All the stages with automations built on it will appear here. You can see the amount of leads visible on this stage. You can see the social profile that will be used to run the automation. And then you can see once we schedule the automation, when it will run. You can edit the automation queue here. You can run the automation by just simply clicking this button here. And if you want to see a log or record of the automation, you can click here. So let's go ahead and schedule your first automation. Go ahead and click the schedule button. You will want to enable the automatic run. Down below here, you get to choose when you want to run this automation. You can either run once and then set the time and date for that one automation run. Or if you select here, you can actually run the automation periodically. So I'm going to go ahead and select this option here. So now I'm going to schedule the automation to run on an interval from now on. And now we get to set the interval. So go ahead and select the period drop-down. You can select your desired interval. For example, I want to run this automation Monday through Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and select this interval. And then you can set the time at which this automation will run. So let's say I want to run it at 1:15 p.m. I will first select the hour drop-down and select 1. And then for the minutes drop-down, I will select 15. Now we get to choose a social profile that will run the automation. So select the profile drop-down, then select the profile that will run this automation. You can set the amount of leads that this automation will process. Then when you're done scheduling this automation, click Save Schedule. Perfect! Now we can see that this automation is scheduled to run. Keep in mind that you need to be logged in to the social profile that you selected to run this automation. The automation will not be able to run if the social profile is not logged in at the time of the automation beginning. If you would like, you can now schedule your next automation. So for example, if you want to schedule your next automation, you'll just click Schedule on your desired automation that you want to schedule. And then you're going to repeat the same steps that we just did with the other automation, but just set the interval time and date to run at a different time. Then click Save Schedule. Awesome, we have now scheduled our second automation. You can continue to schedule out your automation on this pipeline or other pipelines if you wish. In order for the automations to start running, you need to have this automation queue page up. Keep in mind you may want to change your sleeping schedule on your computer because your computer needs to be on for the automation to run. Make sure your computer is on and also this page is up in order for the automation to run successfully. So let's go ahead and wait. This automation should start in a few seconds. We are now observing an automation take off all on its own from the automation queue. The automation is now doing its work. When your automation is done running, you will see a recap here. You can also open the detailed log to see what exactly happened during this automation run if you wish. When you're done, go ahead and click Close Window.